Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you tonight for a premiere video, and this is going to premiere at midnight tonight. And I know this is a little early doing this album review, but it's for a new album review for Avril Lavigne's new album, Love Sucks, that I just got done listening to as of tonight, of course. So, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this 33-minute album plus the extra bonus track, which is the Bite Me acoustic version, which, yeah, is part of the album itself. So that's pretty cool that they added it at the last second. And I'll let you know what I thought of this new Avril Lavigne album. So let's dive into this review. Now, I know it's a bit early doing this review, and I'm sorry that I'm doing it early, but I got a little impatient, so I was like, maybe why not get some views for this, I guess. It's a selfish reason, but yeah. Still, I'm gonna talk about the album now. The first song is Cannonball, and I quite enjoyed it. Um, there were some moments in the track I don't know if I was feeling for, with how Avril Lavigne was singing the song, but I think it worked to an extent, so it's an alright. It's a pretty strong track, so 5 out of 5 for Cannonball. It's a pretty good song. It's one of my favorites. Second song is Boys Lie featuring the idiot himself, uh, Machine Gun Kelly. And yeah, I have my issues with Machine Gun Kelly. And yep, the song was decent, but I didn't feel that much for the song. It's a decent song, so I'll give it a little bit of a credit where it's due. So, uh, 4 out of 5 for me on Boys Lie featuring Machine Gun Kelly. His vocals are pretty bad, and it kind of brings the rating of the song down a bit. But that's just my opinion, at least. So, Avril Lavigne kind of outshined him in this song, in my personal opinion. Then comes Bite Me, the song we got back in November of last year. And I did enjoy that song. It's grown on me a lot more than I thought. Um, and I'll give that a 5 out of 5. I quite enjoyed the track for what it was. Love It When You Hate Me featuring Black Bear. Don't know if I really like this song that much. It's an average track. It just doesn't do much for me. Because of the trap beats and the techno beats or whatever the fuck Travis Barker decided to produce this whole album. So he helped Avril Lavigne out with this album, and yeah, Travis Barker's been in so many. He's been in producing so many albums for certain artists that he thinks are good in the pop punk genre, and some of these artists are kind of selling out, honestly. Just expressing my honest opinion. Some of them, not every one of them. Mostly Machine Gun Kelly sold out. Because he got trashed so bad by Eminem that it transferred him over to pop punk, and I'm like, whatever. And then he calls some of his haters, he's just like, I'm a trained Jedi, bitch. Or whatever, and I'm like, you're an idiot, is more like it, but that's just my opinion. Still, Love It When You Hate Me featuring Black Bear was an average track, so 3.5 out of 5. Love Sucks, the title track, is a decent song. Don't know if I'm feeling for Avril Lavigne's vocals in the song, but for what I'm trying to listen to when I listen to this song, I didn't hate it. It doesn't do much for me, so 4 out of 5. Kiss Me Like the World Is Ending is not a bad track. Some of the vocal pitches from Avril Lavigne is a little wonky at times, and I don't know if I feel for certain moments in the track with her voice. But for the execution, I think it did alright. So 4.5 out of 5 for me. Then comes Avalanche, and I thought that was going to be a mellow track for the runtime it was going for, which was 3 minutes and 40 seconds. But nope. They had to add drums to it, and I'm going to be honest here, some of the songs kind of do sound the same. For some of the songs, not every single one of the songs. She's trying to mix it up a bit to make it sound like a good Avril Lavigne album, but this is an average album, in my opinion. But Avalanche is getting a 4.5 out of 5. Deja Vu, don't know if I feel for this song that much, but it's decent. So 4 out of 5. FU was... it was not bad. I didn't hate the overall sound to it. So 4.5 out of 5 for me on that one. I didn't hate the song that much. And we're getting to the last 3 tracks now, finally, before I decide to rate this, well, before I get to rating this album. All I Wanted featuring Mark Hoppus was a decent song. Has a catchy tune, but I don't know if I like some moments in the track where I think it's mostly the chorus that kind of doesn't do much for me. And it makes me cringe a bit, but the verses are pretty good. So 4 out of 5 for this song. Mark Hoppus didn't do too bad in this track either. So I kind of enjoyed his vocal pitches from time to time. Dare to Love Me was one of my favorite songs before the last song. And it's a pretty strong track until the drum work comes in, and I'm like, typical Travis Barker. So, yep. But it didn't execute too bad, so I'll give him that. And finally, Break of a Heartache and Bite Me Acoustic. Break of a Heartache was a very short song. It's only 1 minute and 51 seconds, but I think it executes alright, so it's a solid track. 4.5 out of 5 for me. And Bite Me Acoustic, one of my personal favorites to close out this album. The whole album, I mean to say. And it's a pretty strong track, so 5 out of 5. Overall, production, mixing, and execution, this new Avril Lavigne album, Love Sucks, is an average album. I don't think all the songs are great, and some songs may sound the same with the same drum work, the same production work with certain songs. It just seems a little predictable. There's a lot of predictability with some of the tracks on this album, but I think the album's alright for what it is. So, overall, I think, in my opinion, Love Sucks, the new Avril Lavigne album, which was an average album. Sorry if I slurred my word for a moment, but keep in mind this is just my opinion. The album is coming out Friday, so definitely, if you do like this album, that's great. More power to you. I just personally think it's average. It's not my favorite Avril Lavigne album, but it's something to keep us entertained for the next few years until her next release, which is probably going to be with DTA Records. So for a score, I'm giving Avril Lavigne's Love Sucks album a 7.5 out of 10. It was average, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. If you don't agree with what I'm saying in this review, you can watch someone else's review in the next day or two. Because I'm premiering this at midnight, so I was able to hear the leaked version for it. So I was like, maybe I'll review it a little earlier than I thought. But comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Avril Lavigne album, Love Sucks, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review that I made for you guys a little bit early for Avril Lavigne's Love Sucks album, comment below and let me know your thoughts on this review. Tap like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you for another review. I think the next 3 albums, well, 2 albums, and then a EP, Guns N' Roses Hard School EP review is happening. It's only like 4 songs, so it's not that bad. 2 of the songs are live tracks, And then I'm doing Bad Omens, The Death of Peace of Mind on Friday, along with Scorpions Rock Believer album review. And I did get my hands on the deluxe edition for Scorpions as Rock Believer. It wasn't fucking cheap, but I got it anyway because I had enough money to do it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this album review for Avril Lavigne, Love Sucks. Keep in mind, this is just basically my take on what I thought of this album. If you didn't like my review, you're more than welcome to leave your comments below and let me know what your problems with this review are, or at least watch someone else's review when it comes out in like a day or two. But anyways, stay safe, take care. Sorry for dragging this review out as long as I did. And as always, I will see you in my next review.